Oof. Well, Angel Studios released a 4K teaser. 45 seconds. Damn! Why is Angel Studios able to release whole trailers in 4K? Sony hasn't fucking figured it out. Daily Wire, 4K. Angel Studios, 4K. Sony, 1080p enhanced bitrate. Go fuck yourselves.
It was 1969, a beautiful day to fly. We were about 100 feet above the ground when I started noticing that something was wrong.
All right. Who's gonna save the day? Jesus?
It was engine failure. Trees were filling our windshield.
Sorry, what was filling your windshield?
Failure. Trees were filling our windshield.
Trees were filling your windshield. Oh, they died, but now they go to heaven.
I found myself above the crash site. And while I'm processing what I'm looking at, I can see a pilot.
Is this directed by Gaspar Noé?
And this is me.
From the studio that brought you Sound of Freedom.
Near-death experiences are the same.
Sorry, is this a documentary? What is this?
Out of nowhere, a trailer truck hit me head on.
Sorry, didn't it say people died in the plane crash in the news thing?
But they typically occur in a very consistent process.
We began to go down the river, and my boat became pinned. I was drowning.
The first thing that happens is called an out-of-body experience.
And they come to a place of exquisite beauty.
They very commonly see a light. Deceased relatives come to meet them.
The first person I saw was my grandfather. Now I'm traveling like a rocket ship.
Straight upwards. And with that...
Oh my God, I'm alive. But not every...
You should make the same movie, but for Arabs, and interview all the people that talked about how they saw their version of God. I guess it's both Yahweh for Christians and Muslims. Arab doesn't necessarily mean Muslim, I guess, but every culture, you know, to take a near-death experience or even a death experience and then use what happened in your mind, in your human brain made up of chemical properties, as some sort of like evidence or some sort of like real verifiable thing that you could put to convince other people about what happens when you die, is to be very naive about what the human brain is capable of. You can experience the exact same thing doing drugs. There's people that do DMT and are convinced that it's like a gateway to talk to like aliens or to talk to God, right? Like you don't understand what the human brain is capable of. Our entire experience, you listening to me right now as I'm talking through this on the internet, I don't even know that you exist. You don't even know that I exist, right? Your entire experience is just a story that your brain tells yourself. It's a narrative that is necessary to interpret the senses and survive, essentially, just through natural selection. We've developed the ability to tell ourselves these stories and a narrative and have an idea of like what the past and the present and future is, and navigate our senses in a way where we can construct something that we can tell ourselves in a way that we think makes sense in one part of our brain that is responsible for the narrative part, while there's entirely other separate parts of our brain in our subconscious that are experiencing different things, still being controlled by the sensory input that we're experiencing. Anyway.
Near-death experience is a good one. 23% had hellish experiences.
23% of people had hellish experiences. What were they? Was it the gays?
Saw a black tunnel.
He's just falling. I wasn't in fear. I was in terror. It was just dark.
I wasn't in fear. I was in terror.
Put me back. I don't belong here.
Yeah, boy!
I heard a voice before
The chosen. Wee pew wee.
I woke up.
You still have a purpose on Earth.
I was very skeptical.
I never felt alive and then dead.
This you don't understand what the human brain is capable of showing you. You can't take an experience where your fucking brain chemicals are going haywire and then act as though that's something that like literally happened to you in the literal sense. It's a story that you told yourself and your brain was experiencing completely abnormal stimuli. Anyway.
I felt alive and then more alive.
Had full brain recordings from the dying human brain.
Even though they were unconscious, they were able to give corroborative evidence.
Corroborative evidence.
She's
Arab doesn't necessarily mean Muslim. Yeah, that's what I said.
described herself because she just
How far back are you? Are you delayed? I said that like 3 minutes ago.
shouldn't know. This ain't right.
You can't be mystified by that question. What happens after you die?
This really does show that there is life after death.
It's proof. Get tickets. Oh shit, no, my god, they're doing the same thing again. Pay it forward. Buy tickets for other people. They're doing the same thing they did with Sound of Freedom. Buy tickets for other people so that we get sellout screenings where no one is there, and then when the few people that actually got tickets for that screening show up, it said sold out screening. They'll notice that no one else is there and then say that there was some sort of conspiracy. Nobody was here. They were trying to stop us from seeing the movie. October 27th. All right, let's see who made this. After Death.
This donated $1. Do not face Allah alone when astral projecting. Today while astral projecting I summoned Allah to try and weaken him so our hexing spells would work better. He is so fucking powerful. I'm not at a power level to do this alone. I barely escaped.
Thank you.
Witch of Hamig donated $1. And I'm spiritually injured to a great amount, but I think I'll make it. I can't imagine what he would do to a new, unsuspecting witch. I'm scared that I will have to face him again soon if I ever want to continue astral projecting.
Yeah, the problem is that every single culture
donated $1. I'm currently burning healing incense and drawing spiritual energy from my crystals to try and heal as quickly as possible. Please be safe, everyone. Allah is much stronger than I first imagined, and we will have to do this together if we want to slay.
Thank you. The problem is that every single culture has their own version of this. Every single culture has like a different religion and different people that experience death or near-death experiences, you know. And then, you know, if something is true in your mind, or even if it's like an insecurity in your mind, even if like you could be a non-believer but be like scared of the possibility of that, and then have, you know, what is referred to as an out-of-body experience or some kind of like religious hallucination. You could experience that, but generally the trends seem to follow, oh, people that are aware of this sort of thing in this sort of culture are going to have anecdotal experiences that conform to the culture that they were raised in and the specific religious doctrine that they're a part of. And so these is this a documentary? These documentaries are just fucking stupid. October 2023. Wow, it was released in the US already. How come a trailer didn't happen until now? Was it just a teaser trailer and then they decided to do a bit more? Discovering Heaven was his short film. All right. They both worked on a film called Discovering Heaven. Yeah, I mean, if it's your personal belief that you survive your own death, power to you. It's just, I don't know, making a documentary about it seems kind of silly when it's literally just anecdotal, unverifiable nonsense. So,
hey everyone, Olivia here. Thank you all for watching as usual. It's April of 2024, so here are my patrons for the month. My $5 nut patrons are, and I'm going to try to speedrun this, Michael Bradley, Sam3824, Clarice Carlson, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Speak of the Joker, Mayra Geek, Mead Marmalade, Silverwind, Toby White, Skanot On, Happy the Knife, Coolest Shirt, www.openclassactions.com, Emil Blank, Judah the Kinslayer, T King, Sliv88, Electrica as an Ordinary Bad Gamer, Yup, The Super One, Blair, Zachary Kane, Monkshid Psychosis, and Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the Encroacher. Oh, that was a little better than last time. Alright. Thanks for all the super nice comments you've been giving me. I get a lot of comments saying I seem happier now that I've transitioned, and I think I really, I get a lot of comments saying I seem happier now that I've transitioned, and I think I really am. Thank you all for supporting me. You're all amazing. Take care, everybody.